What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Ascended. Well, today we're just going to be focusing on getting some levels. We're going to be doing that using... Let's go ahead and just jump into the menu real quick. Using our mortar and pestle right here. So we're going to need some hide and some stone, and we're going to be using that to make narcotics, which are right here. Now, this is like an old, just classic way of, well, getting everything you need to level. Main goal is trying to get to a point where we can start doing some tranks. That way it's a little bit easier for us to start taking down other dinos, and that isn't until I think right here 21. Yeah, so we do need to get all the way up to the metal smithing and stuff like that, which is another good thing that we're going to be doing this for. We're going to need a lot of narcotics, because as you start taming the bigger creatures, they're gonna, well, their torpor, that little bar that we were talking about in the last episode, it's going to drain a lot faster, and you're going to have to fill it back up. So you could go around and just hit E on all the plants if you'd like to, but we already have a parasaur, so we're just going to head... Well, I should have named him, but anyway, we're just going to go ahead and use them. Today, my game is a little framey today for sure. I'm like stuck at 20 frames, but that's wood. We're just going to go around and just start hitting all the bushes around, and you can already see the amount of berries we're getting is way faster than you will get. Of course, dinos are always better gatherers than you are as a person, unless you get some equipment that's like higher tier and blah blah blah, but that's far off from right now. We will see some, we will get some ascended gear and stuff like that to kind of show off to how fast it really gets stuff, but for now we got a decent amount of narco berries, not really enough to do a whole lot with, not gonna lie. You kind of need hundreds and hundreds. And then the other thing we're gonna need is spoiled meat, so we're gonna need some hide, and we're gonna take advantage of that. We'll take oh, they're gonna die. They're definitely going to die. But maybe we take them out with us, you know? Chances are they got some levels on them. Just by existing, you get experience. So the first couple of levels are pretty free for them. We're going to keep bumping up their health, though, because... There we go. Alright, let's take them with us. Let's go see if we can actually do some damage here. Now, if I'm correct... on mouse and keyboard, the period key is going to be like, yay, go attack that. Let's go find ourselves a dodo. A dodo. Yeah, this should be, yeah, it was, okay. Oh, they did it. Alright. So yeah, we can just go around and actually just tell them to target the creatures for us. It is period. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was having an issue with it because I kept looking at like their feet like that. You have to like aim high in order to actually make it work. Oh my god. Perry, no, not you. You're sweet, you're gentle. Perry. You're gentle. You don't have that killer spirit. I don't want you to do that. Oh, now the other thing we're going to do, because we're going to need a lot of spoiled meat. So we can take the meat off of the dillos if we wanted to, but we're just going to go in here, and of course, again, on console, I mean not console, but console I don't know. Keyboard and mouse, you just hold down the control button, and you can just click it down. Click and drag. And we're going to do this until we have only one left. When you first start off, that's going to be the easiest way to get spoiled meat. So wait till all that spoils, because, well, okay, if you leave it in a stack, it's going to spoil slowly, like a little bit slowly. Well, one at a time rather than slowly. So if you just do that, you're good to go. We could use another high-level parasaur, especially this one. Look at the, like, I just like the way it looks. We'll leave that one wild. But okay, in the last video, I got some advice about the water here. So apparently you can go in. It's not looking too great for me on the PC. Hopefully it's looking better on the OBS. But apparently you can just go down here and you can just get a crap ton of fiber from this. And holy crap, you really can. I didn't know this. Like that was some good advice. Holy crap, that is a lot of fiber. I could probably turn down the 2-time rate just because of that. That was the big thing I really wanted to... Oh, I didn't realize that they swam underwater. I thought that they would just stay up top. I guess they're kind of running along the bottom. And we're back home now, but let's go ahead and go over how to actually tell your people to stop. So Y is going to individually tell each individual dino to stop, just like T is tell each one individually to follow you. If you hit U, everything will stop following you. Now, if you're ever in a big base and you really want to make some people really angry, hit J. It'll call everything to you. Yeah, so if you don't move, you might get lucky and they might not run to you like Parasaur didn't at first, but yeah. But again, if you do hit you immediately as fast as you can. It's probably already too late. Everything's already run at you and your entire order of the base is already destroyed. Be careful with that. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and go in here. We should have our stone in here. Let's go ahead and put that over here. And go into our crafting. We do not have enough yet. We need more stone. So let's go ahead and pull out our axe real fast. Just hit this rock a few times. About 30, probably. 5 more. Okay, just a couple more hits and we're good to go. Alright, let's go ahead and just get it going. And while that's crafting, we'll just keep hitting this. We can go ahead and flip over to our pickaxe too and grab some flint. And we can make some spark powder a little bit later on too. And that'll help us keep our food and everything cold. That way it doesn't go bad or anything like that. Which we do got a level. I can actually probably get the preservation chest. So as far as these skills go, don't worry too much about food, water, melee damage if you'd like to. Movement speed is pretty clutch sometimes if you do have it turned on in your server. Like getting up a little bit just so you can outrun a little bit faster, you know. But let's go ahead and take spark powder like I was talking about, because we're going to need that for our preservation chest and for any torches we want to put up. It just lasts a little bit longer and easier to kind of make. Alright, doesn't look like we have it quite yet. We can always look it up. Yeah, 18 is when we actually get that, so it's going to be a little bit before we can actually get it too. So let's just go ahead into our inventory real fast. Go to our mortar and pestle. It's trying to snap. In order to turn off snapping, you just hold Q. And you can go back to like the old school way. It still like bends around. That's kind of cool. I like that. So like I can go and I won't like push it into the wall and have it just turn red. But let's go ahead and... Oh, you can just rotate it too. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and put it down. Go inside of it. We're almost there with those. Let's go ahead and throw those in there. We need to grab the rest off the Parasaur, which we got 48 seconds still, so I'll bring you guys back in 45 seconds. Alrighty, so that just finished with the spoiled meat. We can press T to tab that over there. Go into our consumables and then our drugs, and we're going to go to narcotics here. It takes 1 spoiled meat per and then 5 narcotics, and we can just hit A. Well, narco berries, sorry. Hit A, and that will make every single one that we can do, which is the max of 32. Now with that done, every time it makes one, we're going to get experience, of course, so we can just go ahead and back out. Check to see how much it's giving us per tick. Yeah, so we're getting like... So we're getting 8 experience per. So if you're able to like... Well, we're on the center here. I think there are little like things you can discover that give you the boost in XP, but if you're on the island and you hit a few of those, that little bit extra, it's just behind you. It's just constantly going, and it adds up fast. So just go ahead and get your narcotics going, and it's going to help you get these levels up. All right, with that level, we can actually get... We're going to get a spyglass soon. Let's go and get our bow and arrow. We're going to need a little bit better defense for us. We can go ahead and get some wooden spikes down. I don't really like wooden spikes a whole lot, just because if something isn't aggro on you and then they bump into it, they then become aggro on the wall and then they just get incredibly angry. I'd rather just put up like an actual wall around the base, but we'll talk about that later. Cementing paste is going to be good for later as well. Ichthyosaurus, we don't really have any water things that we can do yet. Okay, how about this? Something we can do in the meantime while we're waiting to just kind of level up is we can go ahead and just keep crafting. So let's go and get our wood foundations, and we'll go ahead and upgrade our little cabin that we have here into something a little bit better. We will easily get that experience that we need for that pretty quickly. So I have a decent amount of wood on me already. Let's go ahead and grab our thatch. And I think I need fiber, do I? Yeah, we do, but we actually got a decent amount of fiber from all the fiber that we grabbed already. It's going to take a lot of wood. Let's go ahead and keep pumping the levels up. I'm going to get my health up to 150, and then we'll stop. And then we'll not really have to worry about it too much after that. For a little bit. I'm mainly going to be worried about armor more than anything else. Shooting bottle. Okay, it's nothing. Alright, let's see what we need for our bow and arrow as well. Oh, we actually got enough. It's just fiber and wood. We should have a decent amount of flint for arrows, so we'll hit A on that and we'll get 28 arrows going as well. We probably should have done that closer to trees. That way I can actually hit trees while those are crafting. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, I'll bring you guys back in a second. Alright, so you are going to get over encumbered. That's why I talk about pumping a lot of weight. Just hitting the trees and everything. Leveling up this early is easy. Just getting the narcotics going in the background is just going to boost it a little bit and then give you the narcotics you're going to need. But let's take a look at what we got now. We got a little bit of hide. I actually want to get that as quickly as I can. Compost bin is going to be good for farming. We'll get into that really quickly because we're already almost to farming. And with the weight boosted, see, now we can move, but we don't need to yet. We're just going to go ahead and make the other two of the foundations and then go back to chopping some wood. Now, this is a long, lengthy process, which you can easily make faster with dinos, but we're just making a little 2x2, so I'm not too stressed about going to try to get things. Oh god, yeah, so I forgot Magneras, or whatever they're called. When if you hit bodies that they're eating, they get pissed. So if you do see these flying bugs going around, you might have to fight them, but they are actually a great way to get kite, which you're going to need as well, or cementing paste and other things too. All right, anyway, I think we're actually just about done, so I'll see you back at the house. Well, we're back home, and all we gotta do is just be inside. We don't have everything quite made yet. We have most of everything, which I have at hotkey, so you can just easily switch everything out. Now, the only thing that I'm a little obsessed about, which a lot of people are, is how it looks underneath, and it's kind of hard to tell which way it's facing. But you can kind of see like the lines going down that way, and there you go. If you like it to be, so if I put it down right now, you see how it would be like opposite of that. Not opposite, of course, but like, perpendicular to it. That's not what we want. So you can, of course, if that does happen, oh no, it's too late. Anyway, we can just go ahead and put this one down the correct way. And then we should be able to just pick that one up and then go back into it and then lay it down properly, boom. And then we're going to do our walls real fast. It's that one, but we'll go ahead and just replace these walls real fast. Alright, I don't know why I had to break the door to put that on here, but I definitely had to break the door to put that on here. Hopefully I can just go ahead and make another wooden door. Good, luckily I can. So alright, let's go and do that real fast. Won't take too long. Boom. Alright, now that's all done and secure. And to be honest with you, I don't really want these here anymore. So we're going to demolish them. That way we can get the resources back. Forgot you got to wait till it turns green. And then we're going to be going with the slanted ceilings, which I already have this one made up here. So we'll put that down, and then you can go like I have the blueprint in 7 right now, so we can go ahead and hit that. We don't have enough resources to keep making, so we do got the vaulted ceilings. That looks a lot better already. So let's go ahead and get a little bit more resources. If we hold down 7, we can actually see what we need, which of course is wood. Luckily, we got a decent amount of wood still around us. Go ahead and grab it. Be right back. Alright, we got these made, so we can go ahead and just, like I was saying, mouse over it, hit the number you want it to actually assign to. We're a little over encumbered. We have some levels, so we're going to go and spin those on weight itself. I did put a point into health while we were off, but let's go ahead and pump that up to 300, or 200. Wow, I wish it was 300. And let's go and take a look at what we got now. So we should be, what, level 18, right? Oh, 19. So we're actually getting pretty far, pretty decently quick. Preserving bin is the one I was looking for. Feeding trop's going to be good to feed our dinos with. Raptor saddle we're going to want, just because we're going to want raptors as soon as possible, at least in my opinion. I freaking love them. I don't care. Wooden raft is also going to be really good for us, but this is going to be really great for us right now. Just a little bit more storage area, other than the small bin. But we should be good to go with everything we have. We do have our bow and arrow, which let's go ahead and get that replaced with our slingshot, because we're not going to be knocking things out with a slingshot anymore. We're going to be mainly focusing on getting to the tranks, which we are only a couple levels away. So let's go ahead and throw these up. And of course, I just want to make it clear, getting to level 20 or whatever isn't like a big accomplishment. It can be rough, so yeah, don't rush yourself up. I keep hitting escape instead of right click here. But yeah, I mean, you can level up really quickly. You keep your experience, of course, when you die. You don't lose it or anything like that. What the heck is going on there? I flipped it on accident somehow. Anyway. There we go. And we need one more. Do I have enough? I do. Thank goodness. Alright, so now we got our little 2x2 cabin, nice and finished. Nothing impressive, of course. This is just a 2x2. We don't even have anything around us to protect anything from running in. The lucky part for us is we're really far off the map, and of course this is a single player map. But we're looking good. We should be able to grab some of the narcotics we have made now. We need a little bit more of the narco berries as well as more spoiled meat. Just go ahead and get another batch of spoiled meat going. Let's check our dilos as well. They each had like 36 meat on them. We don't need that much. Let's go and take half of theirs. Now here's the good part. If their stack has more life than yours, and you like it a little bit more life, I guess, if you take half of it, it goes to that same one, and then you could just, yeah, keep it going, and then it works out perfectly for you. So yeah, if you ever have like a stack of meat that you want to start getting brought down a little bit, if you find one of your dinos or a meat that's really low already, you can just pull that meat onto that stack, and it will maintain the stack that you put it onto. So we'll give that a little bit of time. We should... And yeah, we're only one level away now. We're actually just about there. Let's go ahead and make our hide and go back into our engrams while that while the moit is spoiling, while the meat is spoiling. And we're going to be looking at the main things we're going to be focused on. So we need a forge. We need a smithy. We need the forge in order to make the metal to make the smithy, and then we need the pickaxe in order to be able to get more metal. So that's the main three that we're going to be trying to get as fast as we can. So with that said, it's going to be another 23 seconds. So while that's going, I'm actually going to take Perry out here and try to get us some more narco berries as well. So we'll be right back. Don't know how this actually happened. I did crash. And when I came back in, I still had refining forge and metal pick assigned, but I didn't use the points yet. Because I didn't give myself, I just leveled myself back up to 20 where I'm at right now. So I have no idea how I still have these assigned, but I do. So we're going to be happy that we still have 42. And with that, we did get another level, so let's go ahead and just pump that back into stamina. Get stamina up to 150. We're going to get stamina up to about 200 for sure, but now we can finally do our trank arrows. And of course, to make trank arrows, we're going to need arrows. Which, let's go ahead and go into crafting and see if we could hit A on arrows again. Get another 10 going. And then while those are going, let's go ahead and pop our head in here, grab our narcotics, and go ahead and go back to V for crafting. V for crafting. You know, V for crafting. And then it's going to get our trank arrows going. Now, as that goes, if we do have any arrows left over, which I don't think we will, those will still be assigned to our bow and arrows. So we need to drag our trank arrows into that right there. Now I did make a bola as well, just to make sure we had that going. But for now, the main thing that I wanted to focus on was this. All right, we're back in it, and it has been a little bit, but let's go ahead and throw these down. We're going to put everything outside. There we go. Cool. All the grass is gone. Let's go ahead and go back into our inventory and go into our new forge. And I don't want it to be there. So again, I'm going to hold down Q and I'm going to push it against the wall. And we're just going to put it in. So we do have a tiny bit of metal already. Definitely not enough to do anything with. But let's go ahead and we'll throw like a little bit of wood in there. That way it starts and we'll get one bar out of that, which is not going to do anything for us. But in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go down into the water. So we're underwater right now, but we're mainly just looking in the waterbed for any sort of smooth rocks. The smooth rocks, you actually give it a little bit better of a chance of getting metal from. Typically you can find them on the beach as well. I'm just having a little bit of trouble finding them on the beach in my current location. So we're going to swim around on the shore a little bit, making sure we're checking, make sure no raptors or any dilos are sneaking up on us, of course. And we're going to see if we can find any more rounded rocks. If not, of course, you can just hit regular rocks until you get the metal you need. But, you know, we'll see what we get. Wow, look at that. On the way home, suddenly we have a crap ton of pteranodons around us. I think that's like level 35. We got a little bit until we can actually utilize them, but it's cool to see them flying around. They haven't been here before. It's honestly just a pretty view. Alrighty, we finally got everything we need to make our workbench. So let's go ahead and get our smithy on the ground, and hopefully we actually have enough to make the pick as well. We should, if we do, kind of means we're going to have enough of everything we need to get more metal before the morning even happens. We should have all of our tools by the end of that. So let's go ahead and just check what we need. Yeah, only 1 ingot. Let's go and throw some wood in there, throw some hide in there. I need more hide. I think we actually had a little bit of a fight happen. So I think you ate. Yep, you did. Let's go ahead and come back to our smithy. Throw the hide in there. Where are you, hide? Oh, there's a lot more hide than I had. Okay. And we have a lot of pelt that we got from that as well. So we're going to throw that in there for now. Go into our melee. Go into our pickaxe. Get that made up. Throw this in there just in case something bad happens. And then we'll go ahead and throw this into our number 1 slot. And this is going to help us get metal out of those smooth rocks a lot faster. So now let's go ahead and get back down there and see what we can get. Now the good part about the metal pick is it gives you like a better percentage to get metal out of anything. So even if you just hit normal rocks, you typically can still get some metal out of it, which we're not getting a lot. Absolutely not. But we are getting some every now and then. Now if we could find the actual rocks that are for metal, which might be further into the land here, which we might have to step in that way, see if we can find something. But for now, let's go ahead and just get as much metal as we can from these little tiny rocks over here, and just try to get ourselves with the equipment we need. That way, if we do die, we have a replacement back at home. If you're ever out and you're like completely out of stamina while you're getting resources or anything like that, but definitely not if you're fighting, because that can go wrong. You can just lay down and your stamina skyrockets up quick. Like we were completely empty, now we're already full. So yeah, to use that to your advantage, it's very helpful. Definitely, if you're trying to get somewhere, it's much faster to just go ahead and stop, lay down, than it is to go ahead and just slow down and start running normally. So just do that. But let's go ahead and throw the metal that we got and get that cooked up into some bars, which now we're going to have 9 metal total. Let's go into our engrams real quick and see what we can get out of this. We did get a few more levels, and I pumped it into weight just because I kept getting too much on me. Definitely want the hatchet, definitely want the pike, definitely want the crossbow. Those are huge ones right there. That's going to help us stay, I'll do more damage really. To help us stay alive is going to be more towards like the flak armor part of it, which is down here. That's chitin actually. Flak is even further. I think it's in the 50s for level wise, right? Yep, there it is. That's our flak. That's 56. That's a long way off. Right now, we're just going to be focused on getting our hide together. We still need to get a bit more for that. But let's see what we need to actually make these. We need 7 ingots for the crossbow, 10 ingots for the pike. I think like... I forget exactly. I'm not even going to try to guess. How much do we need for the 8? Okay, so we need quite a bit for the actual axe. But I kind of want to focus on getting this one for ourselves. Let's go and throw the fiber. But to be honest with you guys, that's kind of it. We got our metal tool already. We can actually go around and start getting better stuff. We're going to have to explore more in the mainland, which we might make a raft then for our next episode and go explore, see if we can get some raptor tames, or just explore the island of what we got and see what we can do with what we have. Other than that, everyone have a great day. Thank you very much for watching. Let me go ahead and put this away so I can wave goodbye. Wave goodbye. Wave goodbye. Okay, fine. All right. Have a great night, everyone.